Hello, Simone.
Hello, Victoria.
This is Boss Stage Video Game Podcast, Episode 2.
Woo.
So we're going to try to be more formal this time around, not play it so fast and loose. Yeah, we'll start off by making gun noises.
Hey, you gotta get ready. Get your head in the game.
Well, I got my drink. You got your drink?
I do have my drink, and it's quite delicious if I keep drinking it.
We'll get this party started.
Let's get this party started. Okay, so you have seen the trailer for Fallout 4.
I watched it.
And it looks hecka amazing. It's like the best thing since sliced bread.
I don't know if I would say hecka all the time, but continue.
You know what? I'm my words alone right now, okay? Okay, fine. Fallout 4 looks hella amazing, and I cannot wait for it to come out this year. November 10th, guys. November 10th.
You pre-ordered that crazy expensive edition that your phone doesn't even work in?
Yes. Yes, I did. Like, I was watching the conference, and when they announced the Pip-Boy edition, I was like, I'm getting that. I don't care. I was like, I'm going to get this edition right here, because I want the Pip-Boy. I missed out on getting the Dragon Age Collector's Edition. I'm still butthurt over that, so I was like, I'm not missing my chance on getting the Fallout one.
But your 6 Plus doesn't fit in it.
Oh, yes, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And I buy an iPod just so I can use that app in my freaking Pip-Boy.
You need to write Fallout a letter, write Bethesda a letter, tell them you're buying an iPod just for their collector's edition.
Right? Like, literally, just so I can use the Pip-Boy.
That's a fan. That's a true fan.
I'm gonna buy an additional accessory.
So, what did you like when you watched the trailer?
Oh my god, everything.
That was different. What do you think was different from New Vegas that you like?
Customizing. Like, you can upgrade your guns and customize your guns and everything, but this is a whole new level where you could just basically turn your gun into anything you want now. And making a settlement, I
like that it's Sims tower defense now with our settlement.
Yeah, and you can trade between your settlements. That's going to be amazing, because it's like, hey, I need more cats. I have this caravan going on. It's going to bring me supplies. Perfect. And the graphics look amazing. The fact that they brought dog meat back, and he can't die? Hell yeah. I love my dog meat.
I haven't played New Vegas in so long now. I took such a long break.
It's a shame. It's a darn shame. But no, I haven't played New Vegas since New Vegas came out.
But I still haven't seen a Deathclaw yet. That's
like really a shame.
I've been all over the map and I just can't find one. And people told me just not to look too hard.
Oh, don't. Like, you're just going to be walking around and you'll probably get to this one area like, oh, they want me to do something for them? Oh, they're having trouble? They can't go down there without a bunch of people dying?
Oh, then it'll be there.
And then they will be there. It's not just it. It's a they. Because there's going to be more than one. And you're going to try to fight them off and they're just going to be slashing your face off and your health is going to just start... It's not even going to go down slowly. Your health is going to go down in chunks. While you're firing into this Deathclaw, while their health is going to be whittling down unless you have a really powerful gun.
That's like when they made me do this one mission and they told me to go down to the basement and figure out what was going on and what was killing people. And it was a bunch of nightkin.
I'm like, that kind of mission just sounds like it's...
And they were invisible, and so I would scream every time someone would come out, because you'd just see the shimmer of them being invisible, and then all of a sudden they'd be right in your face, and I'd just scream as loud as I could.
That was actually me. That's me every time I have to face a ghoul. I hate it. I hate going underground in any Fallout game, because I do not want to see a ghoul, because they scare the mess out of me, and they try to kill you. Like, I'm just walking around, and then there's a ghoul when I turn around, so I really did scream. But it was worse because you could actually get this ghoul mask, so when you're wearing it, the ghouls think you're one of them and they don't attack you.
See,
Except
I
if
always...
I'm around and there was a ghoul in my face, I start shooting it and then it attacks me and I'm like, crap, I had this mask on for this exact reason and now I'm dying.
I always try to use that stealth boy, but I don't think it works as well as it's supposed to work. Because I still always get caught.
You need to rise. Wow. You need to raise your stealth.
I don't do anything right in that game. I don't have any of my stats raised correctly.
No.
Sorry.
No.
But I'm more excited for the fourth one because it looks like something I could actually get into as opposed to New Vegas. Not that I don't like New Vegas. I just think that the fourth one looks, I don't know.
Plus, this next generation graphics.
That's true. It'll be on PlayStation 4, so I can actually be in a party chat. And I didn't even realize that there wasn't a party chat on my PlayStation 3 until I tried to do it.
Yeah, I always just assumed there was. Because I'm like, I know you can chat with people, but that's only...
You can on certain games, and you have to be playing the same game.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Like, yeah, me and you will play opposite games, but still talk. You can't do that on the PS3.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's probably another reason I had an Xbox 360. Well, I have. I just don't play it as much because I have my PlayStation 4.
Hey, we're not going to talk about that console on this podcast. Get out of here with your Xbox.
Hey, there's some people who listen who probably have a 360 or an Xbox One. By the way, guys, I might get an Xbox One.
Well,
anyway,
you can talk about Xbox then.
Anyway, and oh my gosh, the power armor with the jetpack on Fallout 4. You're just flying through the air in this super heavy freaking armor. And there's a jetpack on your back. It's amazing.
It looks like Titanfall.
Shut up.
Prepare for Fallout Titanfall.
Yes, Titanfall. That's on the Xbox and PC. Because you want to be like, we're not going to talk about that system. And you're talking about one of their exclusives.
I'm just saying. Fallout 4 is the Titanfall that I want to play. I don't want to play Titanfall.
Right?
Fallout 4 is like The Sims, Tower Defense, Titanfall, open world.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. Also, I kind of want to know what, romance possibilities are. I'm sorry, that's like something I'm so interested in games. Like
in Fallout?
Yeah, I want to romance somebody.
There's no way they're going to have that. This isn't Dragon Age. Don't make stuff up.
Hey. Oh, shoot.
I wish that was an option in Final Fantasy.
Romancing? Well, you can get married in Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but to other players. I mean, like, I want to romance Thancred.
Have you seen the other male options of NPCs that you have to view multiple times?
Well, and now that I made my Aura character, I'm shorter than him now. And when I would stand next to him as my Alazen character, it looked ridiculous because I was a giant.
Now you look all like this little dainty little wallflower who can kick ass. Actually, you can't kick ass. You suck.
No, I can. God. I like them. I feel bad for betraying my Alazen character, but at the same time, I don't.
Dude, I went from being my little cat girl to an Aura female, and then I decided the Aura female's too damn short because they are. And I switched to a male.
Did you make the male as short as they could be?
No, I made the male as tall as he could be.
But that's like
we're gonna compare. Like eventually, I'm gonna have you come to the goblet, and yeah, you're gonna join. We'll stand next to my character, and we're gonna compare heights.
It's ridiculous.
Even though now you're an Aura, so
it's really scary. When I'm in a dungeon and I see an Aura male, I'm just like, oh shit, they're so tall. It doesn't make any sense. Why I'm a midget, and they're 200 feet tall.
You're not a midget. Thank you very much.
Who do you think's taller, the Aura girl or the Matoke girl?
Matoke
is taller.
I think the Matoke girl is taller.
Oh shit! I made the Aura girl as tall as she could be.
Now I kind of want to switch back to my Matoke because I'm really tempted to just do it because I I miss having a female character, and I'm not going back to a female.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know how guys will consistently make female characters, but I just feel weird making a male character.
I don't feel weird doing it, but when there's an option to make a female character, that's the first thing I do. Because I'm like, there are so many games where you're stuck playing the male character. You have to be this character.
Mm-hmm.
So when I have the chance to make a female, I'm like, yeah, I'm taking it, and I'm sticking with it.
Do you think that's why they do it? Because even though they're male, they're constantly forced to only be males.
The
And
boob
so-
balance game.
Well,
They have wonderful figures with light.
well, but
They have extremely pretty faces. No, I don't think they play it for the same reasons we.
But in Destiny, a lot of my male friends chose women.
Because their butt looks better when they're running.
Oh my gosh! All right, I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Oh no, the butt looks better when you're running.
I'm trying to say maybe they're on our side with female characters, and you're just like, nope.
No. Or they want the benefits that female characters get.
Oh, like other people will assume they're female in real life, so they'll do favors for them?
Yes. They're like, oh yeah, I'll help you out. Oh, you need help with this dungeon? Okay, I'll totally help you.
But 9 times out of 10, the woman character is a male behind it.
Exactly.
So they shouldn't be doing that. They're getting tricked.
The guys who are helping know they're getting tricked because they know, they just have to, they're taking the chance that this is a female, that this is the female of their dreams, their gamer girl who'll play games with them and then go make them a sandwich after sex.
Oh, wow. All right. Reel it in.
It's true though.
Yeah, I don't know. I really, really like the Aura. I wish that was an option from the very beginning because out of all the races, that's probably what I would have chose from the very beginning instead of the Elazin that I chose.
Yeah, I always choose an elf, so I was like, yep, nope, I'm going with, actually, yeah, I always do choose an elf. So I was like, I'm going with the cat girl.
I always choose elf too, but I just don't understand why they have to. I mean, I guess they're supposed to be tall. Never mind. They're just so tall.
That's like the stereotype of elves, and like
yeah, I know.
Yeah, any fantasy, anything, it's tall elves. They're tall and lithe, and they're standoffish.
Well, I understand why the Matokes are small because they're cats, but the Auras are dragons, and somehow I'm still a midget.
That is why I am so pissed about the female. Because I'm like, the male, I want that height. The Rhodagan male versus female height, it's not that big of a difference.
Yeah, the Aura difference is huge. It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Like, even for the humans, it's a noticeable difference, but it's not that big still.
This is the only one, I'm telling you. The same thing with the Matoke. The males aren't that much taller than them.
Yeah, the males are barely taller than the females, and it's ridiculous.
Maybe there's something we don't know about dragon lore. In dragon lore, the males are much larger. And they're trying to be as realistic as possible.
That could make sense. That could make sense, yeah. Like, the males are bigger because they're supposed to protect. They're supposed to be, like, well, yeah, the warriors, and to protect the household, and the females are... Okay, I can't see a female dragon just sitting
I was going to say, let's talk about creatures that don't exist and equate them to Final Fantasy. Oh.
Anyway, aside from the character creation, like Heavensward, even though you haven't gotten to it, it's fun. Like, but the first day, because I had early access, was hectic. I logged in at like 2:10 after the maintenance was done.
Right.
And everybody was in Karathis looking for where to go. Everyone's trying to figure out how to get to Ishgard. Like, where's Ishgard? Where's Ishgard? How do we get there? Okay, well, we knew how to get there, but we're looking for the quest to let us in. And it's in one of the areas like in the Waking Sands. It's not on the map. It's never on the map. If you have to go back there and you aren't paying attention to them telling you, oh, go to the Waking Sands, you don't know. Because it's in one of those little non-marked spots. So you
Right.
go there, you start your quest, and then you go to Ishgard, and it's amazing. Just wait till you get there.
Yeah, rub it in.
I will, because especially flying, you can fly, but you can only fly for the expansion areas. And to be able to fly, you have to access every single aether current in the area. And they're spread apart. There are a lot of them. And then there's a few of them that are always locked by quests. So you have to do those quests to be able to unlock them all. And you have to have them all to be able to fly. But once you can fly, it makes things so much easier. Because these new areas have so many cliffs and rocks and everything that it takes a longer time to walk around them.
Right.
So you can fly, you can just fly up, fly over it, and you're good. Before that, you're just cursing your very existence, running on your chocobo, wishing it can run faster, but it can't, and you want to strangle it because it's a chocobo. It should be sprinting across the map.
Yeah, I don't know why they can't sprint. That still pisses me off.
I know. I wish they could sprint because, like, okay, you should have your regular running speed that's faster than being on foot, and then you should be able to sprint for a time like you can do on foot.
They don't want us to do these quests too fast. They're like, reel it in, reel it in. You're gonna finish the game in one day.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we don't want you to go talk to 5 people really quickly, and all you're going to do is talk to them. You're not going to kill anything. You're not turning anything in. You're not crafting anything. No, you're just going to go talk to them, and then you're going to come back to me, tell me what they said, and then I'm going to relay the message back. You're my messenger bee.
That's what's happening. I'm doing level 50 quests, and I just had a quest where I basically had to just talk to a bunch of people, and then I had to look for children that were playing hide and seek, and I was like, I don't have time for this shit.
Oh, that was annoying, because you're looking for all these little brats, and you're like, where are you?
I have people to kill. I got primals to kill. I got raids to do. I'm looking for these kids.
Yeah, you call me the warrior of light. I've killed primals for you,
Ugh.
and you want me to look for children.
Warrior running your errands. That's for damn sure.
Right?
But at least I bought the expansion so that I can level. I'm, like, by the time I get to Ishgard, I'll probably just be 60 already.
You won't be 60.
You don't know?
Dude, you won't be 60.
But I have to do all those extra primal fights. I haven't done any raids yet at all.
You won't be 60.
Don't. You just know that I won't even finish the story because I'll be leveling all the other classes. You'll be texting me, have you finished the story yet? I don't know, but my Thermitage is 15 already. That's all I'm saying.
I'll be like, oh yeah, I finished the story. I've done the first raid already. I've even gotten another character to level 50. Well, another class to level to level 15.
And I'm like, I've just been using magic on these level 2 creatures for 2 hours.
Right?
Fucking around.
But one good thing about this game is the changing your class. Because in some games, you're stuck being the class you choose. If you choose an archer, you're stuck as that archer. You can't do anything else. Or if you want to switch classes, you're gonna have to lose. You're gonna lose something. Like you may lose a few levels or something. You may lose anything. But don't let you switch it so easily. In Final Fantasy, all you do is change your weapon. You change your weapon, you're whatever class that was. I'm wearing my bow right now. If I switch to one of my 2-hand canes, I'm going to be a white mage. I'm going to go back to being my level 34 white mage. And when I'm tired of healing people and being the little support character, I put my bow back on and boom, I'm my level 54 bard. Sorry, there's a main class and then you have like a subclass, not subclass, you have your job class. It's awesome. Your skills go up. It's great.
I was pissed because I worked all day to be a summoner and then completely forgot about leveling that secondary class. And I got to 30 and I was so excited. And then I went to go talk to my guild master and it was red and it said level 15 Thermitage required. And I was like, no, shit. I forgot. I haven't done this in so long. I haven't had to level up that Lancer and Marauder in like months.
So if I decided to tonight, I could probably get my Arcanist to level 30, and then if I wanted to go to Summoner and just take a picture of it, just tease you.
I would kill you.
just to tease you, because I have a level 23 or 24 Arcanist, and my Thaumatage is level 26.
I would kill you.
So I can switch quite easily.
I'm gonna go right now all night long and level that Thermitage to 15.
Yeah, I don't have to go to work until 4 p.m. tomorrow.
I won't work. Or I'll stay up all night and then get double espresso and then just go to work. And when I'm falling asleep on the desk, they'll be like, what were you doing all night long? Thermitage! Half asleep, just mumbling Thermitage.
You're an addict. You're a Final Fantasy addict.
They'll be like, send this girl home. She's on drugs. What's a Thaumatage? What the hell is that?
They're gonna give you a drug test. I'm like, we need you to go, pee in this cup. They're gonna do it if you're gonna be talking like that at work.
Well, I'll get it. I'm gonna play after this, right after.
Also, I lied. Arcanist level 25. Yes. 25.
I'm gonna run Fates until my fingers bleed.
Oh, Jesus. You're an addict!
I still need to level the crafting classes. I haven't done that at all.
That's a shame.
I know.
Such a shame.
I've been buying gear that would piss you off because you told me not to do that.
Whatever.
Because for my Arcanist, I don't have any good gear, and when you're not doing the main storyline quest anymore, they're not just giving you gear. And so I was like, damn it. So I'd go to the market board, and this one thing was like $7,000, and I was like, I shouldn't do this. And then I was like, but part of me wants to look cute. And I was still wearing that ugly cowl, and I wanted a different robe. Went for it. So now I got this $7,000 level 28 robe that I'm only going to use for like 2 hours.
Yeah. Probably around that time.
But I couldn't bear to look at how ugly I was. This is bullshit. Because it does, you know how when you're in a Lazen and you wear the cowl, your ears kind of poke out?
Yeah, it's the same thing with
it's the same thing with the aura. I got these weird ass fucking dragon bones poking out the side of my cowl. That is stupid. And then I went into the Arcanist guild, and that bitch has a cowl on, but her hood is down. I call bullshit on that. How come her hood gets to be down? My hood has to be up. This is some shit.
Are you really that butthurt over this? Are you really that butthurt?
Why do I have to look ugly and she gets to look cute?
You don't look ugly.
Oh, bitch. At least I have a little tail that sticks out now. I looked even stupider when I was a 7-foot tall elf and I was running around in this dumb cowl.
You just wanted to tail like us.
I did. I felt left out that everyone was running around with these little tails and I just looked normal. It was bullshit.
Cause even my Matok has a tail. It was a cute little cat tail. I really miss having a cat tail.
Just switch back. Let me see what your male looks like first though, cause I want to see the height difference.
My Dravanian male? Not Dravanian. Why do I call him Dravanian? Yeah, might as well be a Dravanian. Screw that. But yeah, my
You're aura male, girl.
Yeah. You just wanna I can't make that comment.
Yeah, don't save it for after we're done. Save it for after we're done. Don't say nothing.
I'll save this one. I will save this one.
But I wish I was doing Heavensward stuff. I think I still got a long ways to go.
You do. You do. I think you're in the first patch. There are like 4 patches. You have to fight Leviathan. You fight Shiva. Dang, what other primal do you fight? I can't even remember what primal you fight.
How do you feel? Oh, sorry.
Just to unlock the raids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, the raids are so. The first raid I hate with a passion, and I always forget the mechanics of it because I don't do the first raid. Like, you seriously do the first raid just to unlock the rest of them, and then you spam the second one until you have good enough gear to do the third one.
I'm such a bitch when it comes to the dungeons that I almost make a point to not memorize them. So, like, I've done the Toto Rock one and the Hakuki Manor or whatever, so many times, but I still could not tell you where you're supposed to go. I still just follow them. And if they start not knowing where to go, I'm just like, I don't know, man. I've only done this like one time, even though I've done it like 15 times. I just don't want to pay attention and memorize that map.
I don't care about it's the 1,000 Malls of Totorock or whatever, but yeah, 1,000 Malls. Nope, no. No.
I don't care, and you have to get those little cells. I don't have time for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's just like, there's one dungeon. I don't think I've ever done it. Cutter's Cry? I have never done that dungeon.
That's a shame, because that one's really, really easy.
I've never done it. I just don't care. Because, like, by the time it was time for me to do it, I was a higher level and I didn't need to do it. I was like,
Yeah. It's fun, though. It's a weird dungeon because it's not inside, it's outside. It's just kind of like outside in a weird swampy area. And, it takes hardly any time at all. It's kind of like that, what's that other one I did, that Halatali or something?
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one's easy, but
it's kind of like that. It's really short. And there's maybe like 2 bosses. It's nothing like the Toto Rock one or Cutter's Cry is short. I would do it if you were going to level another character.
What do you mean if I'm going to level up?
Well, like if you're, the class.
Of course I'm going to level another character.
Well, then when you get to the level of Cutter's Cry, I would do it a couple times because it's easy. That's all I'm saying.
I don't even know what one. I might actually play my Arcanist.
Just to rub it in. That's why you're doing it.
Yeah. 5 levels? Yeah. I would totally do it.
You don't want me to sleep tonight.
No. No sleep.
It's going to be a battle to see who can get to be a summoner first.
I don't even want to be a summoner. I want to be a scholar. That's
now you're going to rub it in. You're like, I'm going to get to level 30, but I don't even want to be what you want to be. I'm going to be the opposite.
Yeah, basically, but I can still do the summoner. And I will make sure I have my little stone to be a summoner. Just so I can, if I want to play it, still that class, I can play the summoner and be DPS, or I can switch to scholar and be a healer, and I still get experience for both classes. Because it's technically the same thing.
It's weird for me when I'm in a dungeon with a scholar because we're using the same exact powers, except they're the healer and I'm not. So, yeah. But they weren't sticking to healing. Like, they were doing the same exact things I was doing, except then they were healing on top of that. So we were hitting everybody with the same spells and just accidentally doubling it up. And I'm just like, stop what you're doing.
No, some scholars do that on lower level dungeons because they have their pet that can heal. I think it's Garuda that heals, or Eos, or something.
I don't know. He had this little butterfly thing.
Yeah, that he was using that to heal while he attacked, and it still works because that'll take care of healing. They can set it to stay somewhere and just heal people.
Alright. It was just weird for me because we were standing right next to each other and using the same exact attacks, and I'm like, get off of me, copying me, back away. And it was weird. It was so hectic.
Well, technically, you were copying them because they're the higher level.
Oh, you went there.
Oh,
oh shit.
Good, yeah.
I don't copy nobody.
Oh, you were copying that Arcanist? Oh, I'm sorry. That scholar.
When I'm an Arcanist, I don't ever get in trouble for anything. And when I'm my Dragoon, I get talked to all the time. Like, everyone just leaves me alone when I'm my Arcanist. They let me do my thing. They even get in the chat and they're just like, oh, what class are you? That's so cool. And when I'm my Dragoon, they're like, fuck you. You're not doing enough DPS. Get out of here. We don't even need you. And they start yelling at me. Oh my gosh.
They really don't like Dragoons in this game.
I don't know why. I'm doing just fine. I'm doing everything the way that I'm supposed to be doing and I'm not dying. They just have this hate. And they see me in their party and they're just like, oh, we're screwed now. They get all mad.
Oh, it's a Dragoon. They're gonna die 5 million times.
That's unnecessary. I do just fine.
Yeah.
I can't go back now. That's my main. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I want to get the summoner to 50 as well, so I can just go back and forth.
At the rate you're going, you might do that, and before you even finish the main storyline.
Maybe, but I honestly feel like I should have started out with magic to begin with. And I don't know why I wanted to do the Dragoon. I just wanted that cool armor and the spear. But I just feel like I'm better at being the Arcanist. But too late now.
Yeah. I originally started my, for Final Fantasy, the very, 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 very first time, I started off as a Marauder. That was kind of a mistake. Even though that would have been a good thing because I would have been a tank, and tanks get in dungeons faster. Oh yeah, getting in dungeons. It takes forever. It's better now that the expansions came out, so there's more people playing again, but
But I'm
it's
getting in within like 10 minutes, and before the expansion, I'd be sitting there for 45.
yeah. You sit there for, especially if it's a story dungeon, that's the worst because you have to do this.
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
I sat in it for a story dungeon almost an hour before it finally queued. And then everything was going to heck, and so finally they just dismissed it, and I was like, I wanted to cry because like it took me so long to get into this dungeon, and then everything's going bad, so they're like, whatever, we're just gonna cancel this after the 15 minutes, and I wanted to cry.
I get really mad when my dungeon commences and then one person drops out and then you
Yeah,
have to wait again, and I'm like, get your ass back in here. Who do you think you are?
right. But the only thing for that is it's not as long as a wait
Yeah, but it's still frustrating because you've already
because
waited so long.
you're at the top of the queue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I'm kind of curious about how long it takes before they start switching when looking for players in other worlds. Because you can run a dungeon and no one in your party could be in your same world.
Really?
You never knew that?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh wow, running dungeons can actually be, yeah, it can be across the servers.
That's frustrating though, because what if you ran dungeons and you liked your party or something like that and you wanted to add them all, you couldn't.
That's when you find out, like, that's one of the first ways you find out that you're not everybody's on the same server in dungeons.
Wow.
But it's more like the quicker you get into the dungeon, it's more likely that they're actually on your server. The longer it takes, the least likely that is.
Wow.
Because I've gotten lucky where I've actually added 2 people, and they were in my same world, and that was pretty cool. They were pretty cool people.
Yeah, I had a really good party earlier today, but I don't even ever think about anything like that, adding them or. I had that one party I told you about where the tank was so bad they tried to dismiss him.
Ugh, I hate tanks who can't hold the enemies.
But that's why I don't want to be a tank. It's so stressful. There's so much pressure. And if you start to mess up, everyone just starts yelling at you and trying to kick you out of the team.
Yeah, and then as the tank, you actually do need to know the dungeons and the mechanics of the fight.
Yeah, because you have to be in front. Like, I was in a dungeon yesterday where the tank didn't know where he was going, and he said, I don't know this dungeon, and so we had to have the healer lead us the whole time, and they would get up to the enemies and then just stop, and then let the tank go ahead of them. But it was really stressful because I was always worried that the enemy was going to latch onto the healer, and I'm just like, no!
Well, at that point, the healer they knew what they were doing, so they knew when to stop.
Yeah, it's just, you don't want your healer leading. It was stressful.
Yeah, because it's like, if you die, we're just screwed.
If you die, we're all going back to start. That's just how it is.
Sometimes, or if you can run in. Oh, you guys, you're not a you're not a ranged character. Never mind.
Well, when I play as my Arcanist, I am, and I have healing abilities too.
It's just not as strong. I've actually done that before. Our healer dropped out, and so I was like, I actually have healing abilities. Do you want me to try to heal instead of us waiting for a healer to pop in? They were like, yeah, and we actually handled the dungeon pretty well. It wasn't the best of healing because I'm not a full healer, but all my points are in mind. Is it mind? I think it's mind. Yeah, I think all my points were in mind, so they're all towards healing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I want to go scholar, so I'm not putting any points in intelligence, and I don't really care about piety, but piety is for your MP. You want more MP? You put it in piety. I'm just not going to do that, though.
Well, I could talk about Final Fantasy all day, and we'll probably talk about it every single time.
Right.
Unfortunately. Half of every single one will just be Final Fantasy conversation because that's all we play.
Yes, it is.
But I wanted to talk about that app that we bought.
Fallout Shelter?
Yeah, let's circle back around to Fallout. This whole podcast will just go Fallout, Final Fantasy, Fallout, triple Fs.
Except the Fallout Shelter app we didn't buy.
I'm sorry, it was free. I apologize.
Yes.
We downloaded for free because we got iPhones.
That's bringing it in a little bit. That's
I
rubbing it
called
in.
it out. I called it out. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Android users. You'll have it eventually in a couple of months.
Maybe.
After, yeah. Anyway.
You're super far along in yours. I hardly ever check mine anymore.
Yeah, my vault has 100 dwellers right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you can only have a maximum of 200.
Well, mine has like 22 or something.
Well, it's not my fault you're not as cool as me.
It's so frustrating because it's one of those apps where you have to just continuously check it throughout the day. And I get so frustrated with like those farm ones where you have to go back when things are done. It's like we're sucked into it because it's Fallout related, but it's not any different from those farm ones.
Actually, the biggest difference is you're not behind the time walls like the farm ones. Because, these, you have, okay. In Fallout Shelter, you have different rooms. You have your dweller room, you have a power room, a food room, and you have your water supply room. The power rooms are to power all the rooms, and for the food and water, that's for your dwellers to keep them happy, keep them alive. So, I'm like, you have all this stuff. But if you have dwellers with higher stats in, let's say, strength is going to be for your power room. You put your people with your higher strength in your power rooms, and your power, to produce power won't take as long as it normally would if you had lower level people or only one person in there. So the more people you have in there with the highest strength, the quicker everything levels up.
Well, yeah, but then you still have to wait for each room to be finished. And I mean, the time periods are really short. Like, I think the longest it gets to is like a minute and a half. So
the clinic, that's what takes the longest. Like the clinic and the med bay.
I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah, the clinic and med bay produces your Radaway and your stim packs. Yeah, my advanced reactor takes a minute and about 30 seconds.
Well, and then if you want, when you send people out on adventures into the wasteland to get materials for you, if you want them to get good stuff, you're waiting like 20 hours.
You're waiting days.
And then you have them come back, and it's half the time to get back, so it takes 10 hours to get back. So, I mean, it's just one of those games where you're consistently, I guess it's good because you check it, and you click on all your things, and then you back out and go about your life, and then a couple hours later. But it's just weird to me that there's no real end game. Like, I guess all you're supposed to do is build as many rooms as you can and keep everybody alive until the whole place just burns up.
Hey, if it's on fire, you can put it out. And if there's rad roaches coming to infest your place, you shoot them dead.
You know at some point it's going to get out of control and everyone's going to die.
Yeah. No, that's not.
It's never going to end. It ends when you just can't control it anymore.
So, I actually just turned on my app. All my dwellers who were exploring have died because I've kept them. All but one. They have died because I didn't recall them. But there's one person. She's still alive. She has 18 stim packs left, 18 Radaway left, and she's been exploring for 2 days, 21 hours, and 13 minutes.
See, that's ridiculous. It just takes
She hasn't found
long.
anything good at all.
And then it's so creepy how you put them in the dweller room for them to make babies. And it's so creepy because then you forget who's made babies with who, and you just don't even worry about it anymore. So you know there's babies making babies with, like, their parents.
It's actually not possible.
How is that not possible?
Like, the game actually remembers who's related to who. Because if you put two people who are related in the same room, it will say, oh, it's so nice to hang out with family.
Oh, thank God. I guess I haven't gotten that far yet. I was so worried that was what was going to happen. Because I know that I keep doing the same guy with other women. So there's like a polygamy situation going on in my shelter where there's just this one guy. And he has the best stats. So I'm just like, well, you can be with all the ladies. And you can have 8 different ladies. But that's good. That would have been creepy. You just used my mind.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that, and then I'm like, I'm waiting for my dwellers to like breed, and I'm like, why aren't you guys doing anything? And then I zoom in on them, and it's like, oh, that's why. That makes sense.
That's good. I was worried.
Yeah, but the game is actually pretty fun.
It's kind of weird to me though. It was brought to my attention the other day that I guess the pregnant women can't fight.
No, they don't. They run away screaming.
I'm sorry. They could have a gun or something. That's kind of stupid.
All my people do have a gun, and the pregnant women, they just like they start running away screaming like ah. And I'm like, you pregnant heifer, you can start firing at them at least. Dang.
You've been working in the restaurant all day long. I know your arms are working.
Right? It's like you can work while you're pregnant, but you can't fight.
I've never had that happen before, but I saw that online earlier and I was like, that's kind of fucked up. They just assume you can't do anything because you're pregnant. You can't take care of yourself.
Yeah, children and pregnant women do not fight.
The children should be armed. The pregnant women should be armed. Everybody should be armed. This is an armed vault. Everybody's armed and at the ready.
It is. I think almost, pretty much all my dwellers have a gun. And it's awesome.
They have to. I don't even have the radio room yet. I'm that far behind you.
Yeah, I need to like take my people out of the radio room because I don't feel like getting more dwellers. I'm at 102, so I'm like, I'm good. I'm good.
At least when they show up from the wasteland, you have the chance of getting one of the special ones.
Yeah, I'm like, I wonder what that percentage is. That percentage is probably super low to get a special one.
I already have like 3.
But that's not. I got like all the special ones I've gotten were from lunchboxes.
Oh, I haven't found out if you can breed special ones or not.
You can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can. I've already tested this.
The only ones I have one from a lunchbox, and then I have a couple from the wasteland, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That game is weird. I like how as soon as like raiders attack, everybody starts screaming and flailing their arms.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of like what game I can like compare this to, because I've actually played a few games that are exactly like this, except if I want to build a room, when I want to build a new room, it takes 10 minutes more. You know, the higher you want to go, the higher you want to upgrade the room to, the longer it takes to upgrade. Or the better the room is, the longer it takes to upgrade. To produce stuff, it takes like an hour or something. Like, you know, your Farmville stuff. Some stuff takes like an hour, a day, 2 hours, 4 hours, whatever.
But I hate that. That's the only reason I started playing this Fallout app is because it's Fallout. They sucked me in by calling it Fallout. But I don't want those farm apps. I don't want those dumb city apps where I gotta check back every couple hours to get my crops. But they're like, all they did was slap a Fallout sticker on top of a Farmville app, and I'm like, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this because it's called Fallout.
But they did eliminate the paywalls. You do not have to pay for anything.
You still can, though.
You can, but it's not the type of game where you're gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna buy a lunchbox because they're only how cheap are the lunchboxes?
They're not cheap, actually.
I'm like, I don't even know how much the lunchboxes are right now offhand. But yeah, you don't have to buy the lunchboxes and you can still get around without them. It's not like other games where you're also competing against somebody and you're playing against somebody who's buying like gems, gold, or whatever, or crystals, and they're paying for this stuff. So you can tell when you're doing like competitions and everything because all of a sudden they're like super far ahead because they're paying for the crystals to speed everything up.
That's like when you log into Farmville and you see somebody with a fancy ass farm and you're like, I know you paid for that shit.
Right? Like,
I know that wasn't the free farm. I got the busted ass free farm.
Right, and then it's like you just started playing last week and you're already past me and further ahead. No, honey. You paid for this.
You have that pretty white farm? I don't think so. You paid for that shit.
I can't even play Farmville. I hate Farmville.
Me too. I'm just trying to find something to compare it to, and that's the only garbage I could think of.
It's like, well, the thing about that is because Farmville, the layout is a lot different. Because in Fallout, if you've played Fallout before, you know you start off in a vault. You came from a vault somehow. You've explored a vault. and the vaults are always underground. This is exactly how the Fallout Shelter game is. You have your vault room, the vault entrance room, and then you have one row, and then you start going down. And you can't go up or anything. You don't go out. Everything is in like the base of this mountain and further down. And you can keep going down until the very bottom, which is pretty far below. I honestly can't think. I'm like, maybe they're trying to expand the game eventually, allow you to get more dwellers or something. Because for all the space they have, I don't see what you're gonna fill it with.
I don't know. I don't even think I'm gonna make it that long, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because I'm like, I can pretty much I can probably sustain like 200 dwellers right about now, but I'm done. I can make a few more water processing plants, a food place, and a power plant, and make maybe two more of those each, and I'll be fine. So I actually don't need all this extra room they have. But yeah, the game is fun. It's repetitive, but it's fun.
It's repetitive. I won't argue that it's fun.
It's up your cellular. It doesn't use your data. So if you're like me and you don't have unlimited data, you can just keep playing it and clicking stuff and watching stuff catch on fire for no apparent reason. Watch rad roaches pop up from the ground and people start shooting them and their health is going down. Pretty interesting.
Well, girl, we made it to 45 minutes.
Okay.
I'm just saying, we got out of control last time. It was way too long.
It was.
We will go out of control if I don't reel it in.
It's okay.
But we'll probably talk about Final Fantasy XIV every single time. I can't promise anything else.
We probably won't, especially if we have a good list of what we want to talk about.
I just can't help it. I just love that game so much.
Yeah, and hey, if we get suggestions on what you want to hear about...
It's just my whole life. If you want me to not talk about Final Fantasy XIV, you gotta bring up something else.
Right? Drop a comment. You're like, oh, yeah, I want to hear you guys' opinions on this game, if we've played it or not. AKA, I have Batman, she doesn't, so I haven't been able to talk about it. But yeah, I have Batman, so hit me up.
That's true. You have, you have Arkham Knight. I need to get the same games as you so we can talk about the same things. I just play Final Fantasy XIV. That's all I do.
It is.
This will be a Realm Reborn podcast any day now.
We're back in Eorzea.
It'll be called like the Eorzean Times.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. I'm gonna copyright that.
I'm pretty sure Eorzea is at least copyrighted.
Shut up. I've had a couple drinks. I don't know if Eorzea was copyrighted.
You've had a couple of drinks, and I'm still working on the same Guinness. It's getting a little...
I'm a couple in, so I don't know what's copyrighted and what's not anymore. I'm going to start getting in trouble with the government.
Yes.
Alright, well, I'm going to go back to playing Final Fantasy.
As will I. I'm going to, level up my arcaneness. Yeah, work on that.
But we will